wrote about it. In this city years ago, I used to represent a whole bunch of pimps and hoes, and I know a hoe when I see one. And I say this, I don't care, women, you do what you want to do if you want to have recreational sex, but when you do the casting couch or anything else for professional purposes to get paid or advance, you are. And she's old hoe. And the problem is what is she supposed to do? Somebody, one of her sycophant slaves comes up and unwraps her in a carpet naked at Putin's feet, and he says, oh yeah, I'm Julius Caesar. He said, no, I got better stuff here already. Plus, I don't want you anyway. You old woman. Get on up. You know, or Xi Jinping, is he supposed to be impressed? She's doing word salad. Well, we're here today because China and the U.S. are here today, and that's why we have to agree on what we're doing here today. Like, oh, what did you just say?
Come Queen La Imhoff in there. You know who Imhoff is?
No.
Yes, you do.
Who?
Mrs. Imhoff, Vice President of the United States, who goes by her maiden name.
Miss Kamala?
Kamala Harris. She's got 2 Jewish children she adopted. She married a Jewish husband. Got a
I'm scared to talk about Kamala Harris. I'll let you have that one.
No, she's a witch, and she is a corrupt witch. She's been corrupt her whole life, and she fucked her way to the top.
Oh, Lord.
They used to detail this witch in the LA Times with her sexual escapades. She fucked damn near everybody trying to get her to be a frat hoe when she was at Howard. And she ain't black. You know,
I ain't got nothing to do with this, Miss Harris.
Nah, I mean, well, don't. But she's
I don't know. I'm just listening.
Well, here's the thing. I actually met her father in Jamaica. I was the guest.
I love that you're coming to the kitchen already. Like you live here.
Coming to the kitchen. That's
this is so nice. Are you stressed for making Indian food?
Oh my God, you do have the tasters. Oh my, you have no idea. This is how my mother kept all of her stuff.
This is so funny. I told my dad I was like bringing over the stuff from the store. He's like, obviously I put them in Taster's Choice.
But this literally was how my mother kept all of this stuff.
It's so funny.
What is that?
Do they tell each
I
other? Hi guys, it's Mindy. I'm here in my kitchen, and today we are cooking, but we have a very special guest. Very special. Senator Kamala Harris.
Hi guys.
Wait, so here's what I want to know.
Okay.
Is it respectful to call, like I should be calling you Senator Harris, right?
No, you should not. That's not on my birth certificate.
Okay.
Kamala? Yes, please.
Okay, because the Indian in me, I feel like my parents, my
don't
dad
call
will
me
watch this.
Just don't call me auntie.
Okay, I won't call you auntie. They'll be like, how could you call her by her first name? She's worked so hard. Okay, so what we're gonna cook today is an Indian recipe.
Yes.
Because you are Indian.
Yes.
Okay, and I don't know that everybody knows that, but I find that wherever I go and I see Indian people at the supermarket, on the street, everyone's like, you know Kamala Harris is Indian, right? It's like our thing we're so excited about to have you running for president. So we're both Indian, but actually we're both South Indian.
Yes. You look like the entire one half of my family.
Okay, thank you.
You do.
I've been telling people we're related already, so this is perfect. It's basically true.
For the last week, we've been told to shut up and vote for Kamala because she's black.
It's protect her. We have to protect her.
Instead of looking at her policies and what she's going to do for black Americans. Well, more and more people are starting to realize Kamala the cosplaying chameleon is not black American. She's a non-black American, Canadian Indian, Irish daddy born in Jamaica woman. And when she was elected to the Senate, a couple of years before she ran for president, well, I don't have to tell you, here it is. I mean, look at this in 2016. They promoted her as Indian American, from American media all the way to India. Shout out to our brother Kwame Brown. He had Judge Joe Brown on. And all I gotta say is, it's a reason why they're trying to rush this woman through. You know, without people really knowing what she's about. We're going to get into it, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time, let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like this. Oh, we gotta go support the sister. We can get a black woman in the White House. No, you're not getting one. Her daddy says his entire background is either Caucasian Irish or Caucasian Hindu. His Irish ancestors, a bunch of slaves, and none of his ancestors were slaves. He has a grandmother who is a dark-skinned Hindu who was a house servant. So where does Kamala get her black ancestry since her mother is classified as a Caucasian Tamil Hindu Brahmin caste person? They're dark-skinned, but they're known anthropologically as Indo-Aryans, I-N-D-O hyphen.
They keep telling us this woman is going to be the first black American female president. Not only is she not black American, but she came from an immigrant mother from India, and her father, born in Jamaica, is Irish and Indian. They've been getting over on us since 2020, telling us this woman was Jamaican, and of course when people hear that, they automatically believe that her father is black. But no, her father is Indian and Irish, and he's very proud to be a descendant of an Irish slave master. There's a whole town named after this slave master in Jamaica. But they fool us because of her parents' skin color. They have brown skin, so we think they're black, when neither one of them are. But Aryans look exactly like Kamala Harris. They're swarthy, dark-haired, dark-eyed, and they're classified as Caucasian. So she's got a Caucasian mother, Caucasian dad. Where the hell does she come in being black? And even if her great-grandmother was part black, that's still not enough to make her black in America. She'd still be a typical white person. You want to see what the deal is? If you're white and black, do they call you white? No. They call you black, or that other N-word. If you are Chinese and black, they don't call you Chinese, they call you black. But she's supposed to be Hindu and black, and what do they call her in her own community? Hindu. So, yeah, she's lying. She went all through California being district attorney of San Francisco. Then she became attorney general for California. Asian, that's classified as Asian. Hindu, that's from India. Asian Hindu all through California, now she's black. She went to Howard, yes. She's an AKA, yes, but that doesn't make her black. She grew up in Canada. Her yearbook that you can find online if you want to go spend the time looking it up, in which she published when she had some things going on in California, it says she went from kindergarten through 12th grade. She lied about being bused in elementary school because she never went to elementary school in San Francisco.
And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing. And, you know, there was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me.
Biden turned and looked at her like, who? Well, Kamala said it was her, but Judge Brown is saying she went to school in Canada K through 12. As a child, after her parents broke up, she moved to Canada with her mother, graduated from high school there, then moved back to America until she went to college.
She was born in the same hospital in the same 12-month period my ex-wife was, and my ex, now late mother-in-law, was a paternity nurse in the same delivery room where she was born. So, yeah, she comes from that, but her mother was a Hindu, a visiting scholar, and her daddy was a visiting Hindu scholar, also professor. So how does she become, from that background, she becomes a black woman? She's not. She's a fake. She's been faking her whole damn life.
And now Kamala, the cosplaying chameleon, is trying to fake her way to the President of the United States. That's what's happening right now. She's fooled everybody for the last 4 or 5 years, cosplaying as a black American woman.
The whole deal in slavery, the Democratic Party invented, this methodology because they were this party of slavery. They got chartered first, second decade of the 19th century to spread and protect slavery. And they started the Civil War. They started the Klan, Jim Crow, segregation, separate but equal,
supposedly, which didn't turn out that way. All of the racism, all of the racist sheriffs and structure that you had in the South, that was Democratic. And now they turn the same methodology that they used to tame, train, and domesticate and work Negro cattle on their plantations. They've done it so they get the same thing. It's what you do is you never ever let black men lead other black men if you can help it. Always get a black woman to do it. That was a secret that the slave masters had. So they recruit comely wenches to be bed wenches, and if they're good, they move up to the top floor. And when they
Judge Joe Brown called Kamala Harris an old hoe. And I told y'all once before in my last previous Kamala video, that she be getting around. She's a pass around. I told you, Montel Williams was tapping that. She holds her way up on the scale. And I ain't gonna be here long. This is the Vicious News. Make sure you like and share this long and wide. And please, a lot of stuff is more coming out on Kamala Harris. But now, Judge Joe Brown really eating her up. And I told you, we've been on her ever since she got in to be a vice president. You know what I mean? And we knew she slept her way up to the top. I've been knowing this for a long, long time. And Kamala Harris, you know what she is now. She number 304. I'm Dice Game T here on the Vicious News, and I'm out.